I visited the Ark Encounter and wrote an
Wow.
essay about it because I was very curious to see how they engaged with these ideas. And really, it was a lot of scientists are lying to you. That's basically the message is science is a lie, which going into COVID became a very serious thing to decide that scientists were lying to us. And then, of course, now we have Maha and RFK Jr. and et cetera. But
heaven help us. I've written a little bit about Ken Ham in some of my books and used the scientific angle to disprove some of his things, the things like minimum viable population, which ecologists use to study how many of a species minimum you have to keep a species going. And it's not 2 by 2
it's
or
2
even
by 2,
7
right?
by
It's gotta
7.
be. No, it's gotta be. I think that's what it says in the Bible, Dillon.
Right. Well, the interesting thing about that is that 6 verses later, it says you're going to take, I always get this wrong, but it's 7 pairs of clean and 1 pair of unclean.
Right.
So, and it's right there, like 2 inches apart on the page.
Confusing,
and it's like,
but they've figured it out. They've figured it out. I think they have a lot
boat
of charts to show you. So if you
Oh
were to
my
walk
goodness.
through, you would be convinced for sure. I know it. Just kidding.
They have people who have ostensibly earned scientific PhDs on their staff, which just hurts my brain and my heart,
well, it's
and
like
makes
their
me
own
wonder
PhD
where they
programs.
got them.
It's their own that they've created to
Okay.
legitimize their science.
That makes
usually.
Sense. Okay. All right.
Or it's like a seminary degree. I don't know.
Well, your story sounds, I didn't go to a Christian high school, but I might as well have been. I grew up in a town called Blue Ridge, Texas, and we went to fifth quarter on Friday nights after the football games and stuff like that. And the First Baptist Church was a Southern Baptist church. That's where I went. And then the other 2 churches was a Methodist and a Church of Christ. And so the Church of Christ and the Southern Baptist fought over teenage Dillon for quite a while and just muddied the waters and confused me no end. But what I did share was some of that certitude that you talk about. And I don't think I was a reformed Theo bro, but I was really convinced that all of the other religions were wrong and that those people were going to hell. And I can remember I was a youth group volunteer when I was in England. And as part of the military community youth ministries. And I told a kid one night that all the Buddhists and all the Muslims and all the Jews and all the Hindus were going to hell. And he's like, but why? And I said, because that's what the Bible says. And then his dad showed up at the chapel the next day really mad. And they were like, it's a Christian youth group. What do you expect? But now I'm mortified that, and hopefully that kid just ignored me and was like, dude, you're crazy. That I'm just going to hang out because there are other kids here.